once they had called everything over to Snezhnaya.
Lady Nefer, a pleasure to see you. Oh, and our guests from earlier, I see.
That's right. My apologies. Consider it my fault for not having explained the banquet's rules to them beforehand.
Oh no, it was no trouble at all. Please, do come in.
Yeah, sure, thanks. Not even an invitation check? Oh, Paimon didn't realize Nefer was such a big shot. Guess channels really do take you places. Finally! Now, what do we...
Pardon me? I'm sure we're all having a good time, but I would like you all to meet a mysterious guest I invited for just this occasion. I give you tonight's special guest, a renowned mixologist from Mondstadt.
Are you serious?
It's an honor.
Nice to meet you all.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said about Mondstadt's wine industry. After all, we are all connoisseurs of fine drink here. The special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak. Now then, for a time, let us set aside our worries and enjoy these exotic spirits from afar.
Man, I'm still sad this hasn't come back since 2.5, maybe 2.4. But I'm pretty sure it was 2.5. I could be wrong. It's been a long time. But I was here for the original event that's going to be like this, and I'm happy to see it back, and I wish we would have had a return of it.
Ah, I see. A new face for the bar.
And here I was thinking, that ain't a familiar face. No wonder.
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure. Want to order a glass or two?
Wow.
Sounds intriguing.
I spoke to the owner. The bar is all yours. The recipes are available for your perusal here. Not to worry. I've taken the liberty of removing the more challenging options.
Previous experiences coming in handy.
How'd you set this all up so quickly?
Well, as long as you know what both sides need, negotiations are essentially just a process of confirming the deal. No one would turn a beneficial offer down now, would they? The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So consider this a trial run. With the Demyan will assist you. Serving guests with drinks will be the perfect opportunity for you. The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So consider this a trial run, with the list of drinks brought out in advance. Of course, every guest will have their quirks, so you'll have to be careful not to arouse their suspicions.
Got it! We'll give it a try!
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some of the guests who pique my interest. There'll be a little event during the banquet's second half, by the way. See you then.
Thank you, Nefer.
Hello.
how may I assist?
Hold on. Aerial watch. Tea, milk, and meat.
Good work! Now then, get the drink to the guest. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
For now.
Ever consider returning to Snezhnaya?
What do I call things? Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. I wouldn't have come to this dump if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad. We've still got the light keepers.
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. You're stuck with a wild hunt here. The Snezhnayans can't be bothered, the Lightkeepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith into that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Hello, how may I assist? Good work! Now then, get the drink to the guest. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
I doubt the Snezhnayans will stand idly by if this wild hunt problem gets any worse.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Well.
They look like they give a hoot about anything other than their precious research.
Heck, just leave it over there.
Bet you some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
You've got a plan for that then.
Hard to say. But what I can say is that the situation in Nashitown will get out of hand if that cannon isn't fired soon. That gun's a symbol. The most solid proof that ordinary folks like us can stand up against the wild hunt.
Wait. What are you angling for exactly?
Well, what if that was nothing but an illusion? What if, let's say, the cannon was never meant to be fired? For our sakes, at least.
Surely this town is still of value to those who control it.
Of Of course, and that's all it is. Value. For us, though, there's no place but Nasha Town. And we're putting its life and ours in their hands.
I get what you mean. Let's just see how this plays out first.
Seems like they're all talking about the cannon already. Guess that's why Sosie was so anxious.
Hello. How may I assist?
Lemon, mint, and wine. They should bring back this event as a permanent thing. Yes, I'm aware it was in Star Rail, but as I said, I care for Star Rail.
Good work. Now then, get the drink to the guest. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Oh, so this order was yours, huh?
Indeed. So, any notable news?
Ah, you two must be Nefer's friends. A pleasure to meet you. If you've got a moment, let's have a drink. On my tab, of course.
Paimon doesn't recall there being any other orders right now. Sure then, we can take a break.
Then come, sit. Dimyon, 2 wildberry trails if you would. Without alcohol, much obliged. Hints is the name. I help out at the Rossum workshop in town. They usually put me in charge of making and repairing simple machines.
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet ya.
Honorary cocktail night.
Anyway, help me keep an eye out, all right? Valuable intel will be suitably compensated.
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us? I mean, I wouldn't even have this job if it hadn't been for your help back then.
So, you've known each other a long time?
That's right. I came to Nod-Krai with nothing at all. Would have starved on the streets if I hadn't met Nefer. She lent me money to study a craft, and even introduced me to Aino and the Voynich Guild, which is how I slowly carved out a living for myself.
That's a huge favor. Huh. So Nefer can be a nice person sometimes, huh?
Well, I'd also say she needed a willing and able machinist at her disposal. Come now, Aino's talents are better spent on issues bigger than basic machine repair and component manufacture. I did think myself a dab hand at such work at first, but compared to her, I might as well be a trainee who couldn't weld a wire to save his life. Got the scoldings to show for it, too. It took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could make my own machines, and even maintain some of Aino's relatively complex ones, like Kuvaki detectors or mechanical arms.
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's robotic arm.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't Sosie have a mechanical arm too?
That's right, one of Aino's masterful designs. I could never design one of those in my life, but if you gave me its blueprint, I could hammer one out. Nowadays, I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent keep. Even got a kid, if you can believe it. I wouldn't have, had you told me my future when I first arrived here. On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I feel like it, so I'm afraid I'm counting on you to help solve this wild hunt crisis.
All the more reason to be proactive and do your part. Wringing our hands in despair does us no good in times of crisis. Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you heard anything about people seeing illusions within Wild Hunt anomalies? People they know, perhaps?
I have heard of humanoid shapes being sighted, but familiar faces? No. Most would think they'd lost their wits from fright if they started hallucinating. After all, no ordinary person could survive an assault from those monsters. Does this have anything to do with our current Wild Hunt crisis?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
All right, I get it. I'll keep my ear to the ground for you, and naturally, my lips will stay tightly sealed.
Then we'll take our leave. Enjoy your drinks. He's a social man. You can often find him here chatting with friends, and he's had contact with all manner of clients. Since he's never heard of the Wild Hunt exhibiting the power to imitate familiar faces, might it be safe to assume that our Phantom wants to keep that a secret?
Huh. That does sound worth noting. How about we go talk to a few more people?
A good idea, and one our upcoming activity will facilitate. Let me show you how it's done. Come, back to the bar.
Oh, there's money on this right.
Thank you for waiting, everyone. The roulette showdown is ready to begin.
A roulette showdown, huh?
Finally!
Come on, let's go try our hand.
Joining us, new guy?
We'll pass.
No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Those are the rules.
But...
Never answer. Let's go.
That's more like it.
Since we have a new friend with us today, let me go over the rules in brief. The wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer circle. Participants must take turns to spin the pointer of the inner circle. Whatever beverage it stops at, our lucky contestant will drink.
Venti would destroy this. Venti would absolutely conquer this. In one go. I don't care.
The drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol, with that last further divided into 3 levels by intensity. Spin your way to a non-alcoholic beverage, and you'll score no points. Otherwise, you get 1 to 3 based on alcohol content. During a round of drinking, one participant may choose another with less points than them and pose a question, which the other party must then answer.
This sounds like it might favor those who score higher, but push your luck and you might not recall any answers you were given the next day. Defeats the purpose, wouldn't you say?
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part. You know, just in case they decide to pour heavy, then sit back and watch the show.
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type. Either way, looks like we're in for a show.
Anything you drink will be replenished. And additionally, I have decided to sponsor a grand prize for this grand occasion. A single serving of Dark Horse.
Dark Horse.
What? Do my ears deceive me? A chance to drink Dark Horse and Nod-Krai?
Dark Horse.
Guess we'll have to take part now, huh? Indeed. The Dark Horse could be yours to enjoy, so long as your luck holds. And so long as you can remember its taste the day after. And if our lucky winner can drain the whole serving in one go, they will gain the right to ask everyone a question, regardless of their score.
High risk, high reward. That's gotta be some strong alcohol.
Now, if there are no other questions, let us begin. Allow me to get the ball rolling. Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it today.
Damn.
go! Wow, this is kind of intense.
Oh, my turn, my turn. All right, man, fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all been coming from?
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some big shot from the Voynich Guild. Mind introducing me sometime?
A normal drink, huh? Must be my lucky day.
We've reached the final round of the roulette showdown. Let's see who gets the last laugh.
I gotta say, you monsters really know your alcohol. These recipes are super good. Teach me, would ya?
She's drunk.
I was wanting to ask about your wife. Your wife.
You're up.
She left him to me.
Whoa! New face here just drew the dark horse.
Oh no.
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey, will you be alright? You want to just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa! He actually downed it in one gulp.
Nice job! No wonder you Mondstadters have such a reputation.
Ah, I see. What did you see while you were in such a lot of
Me?
trouble?
Well, what do you think? Monsters, of course. Absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Just took off as fast as I could. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? Those good-for-nothing rat Nikki, that's who. If my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever was left of it anyway. Either way, there's nothing in there you'd want to see.
Nothing about the strange phantom I saw.
I see some downcast faces. Why, have we all hit our limit?
Huh. Says who? I'm still raring to go.
'Cause you didn't drink that much.
In that case, let me raise another glass. To a blast of a showdown and a wonderful evening.
'Cause you didn't drink that much.
Hello, sir. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
Sure.
Are they playing cards? Paimon spies some elemental dice.
Same as usual then? One die, 100,000 mora.
Oh, they're playing like a
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your ledger of arrears?
Oh, so this is a business deal.
So, let's go over this again. 1 die, 100,000 mora. Then we have a deal. Come, you two. Take a seat as well.
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact locations where it has appeared, and the intel we've received from the Lightkeepers. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal danger to ordinary people. On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog, so the disaster cannot spread quickly.
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Then I won't beat around the bush. Here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Lightkeepers, including the locations they'll soon be bombarding.
We got one on the far side of the moon. I have one from the path. I mean, not too far enough to shot. One is behind National Elm. One on that little island over there. I think that one's near the Answer Lake. One on the beach there.
That's a lot.
We've never seen anything like this either. That's why everyone's so worked up.
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt after all. Adventurers do that too. And maybe some just go poof by themselves.
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-Wild Hunt ops and anomalies cleared. That variance has become a gulf lately.
What could that even mean?
I've got 2 theories. One, that some new force is clearing the Wild Hunt out in secret. Or 2, that some Ratniki are not reporting the work they do on purpose.
This guy is totally Batman. The way he talks just reminds me of Bruce Wayne.
The odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the Wild Hunt. Never mind keep those operations a secret. If you're interested, I'd recommend following the latter train of thought.
Paimon doesn't really get it. What would anyone gain from doing that?
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself lately. Even if you've mostly just been reselling my intel.
Please, stop. This is all I've got for you.
Oh, stop that. Why, people might start thinking me a bully. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. An answer to a simple question for 50,000 off your debt. Have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a Wild Hunt anomaly? Or experiencing something akin to, say, an illusion?
No, nothing like that. Nothing at all but ghostly shadows.
Nothing at all, Not even for 50,000 Mora? Either you don't take your debt seriously, or you're confident you can pay it off.
Hey! No means no, all right? This is about my dignity as an intel broker. Mora doesn't factor in here at all.
Okay. Well, that puts me at ease.
You really are the same as ever.
And you've learned quite well. Go on, then. I'll swing by again. Sometime soon, perhaps.
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather dishonest dealing, if I may say so. As luck would have it, he would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little something just for him. A painful lesson, you might call it.
Ooh, that sounds brutal.
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the message, really.
Good thing we're on the same team.
In any case, I believe that's all we'll get here. Let's go through what we've learned outside. Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try piecing it all together.
Well, first, no one else has seen that weird phantom, apart from our encounter on Star Sand Shoal.
Indeed. And we have that from multiple accounts, so each statement corroborates the others.
What in Teyvat could that phantom be planning?
Agreed. Instances of the wild hunt afflicting Nod-Krai in general have increased in frequency, but the phenomenon itself hasn't changed much.
The wild hunt anomaly that occurred at Star Sand Shoal seemed quite unique.
What you encountered must have been something special, with our mastermind concealing themselves within, in order to target the Moon Marrow. In which case, two questions arise. Who is this mastermind, and why would they want the Moon Marrow?
Additionally, the intel broker mentioned that some lightkeepers might be withholding information given the inconsistencies in Flynn's words and deeds. He might be a likely suspect. But let's not share that.
I'll continue investigating along these two lines. We can reconvene again if any progress is made.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
That's actual medicine.
Thanks a bunch, Yehoda. Take a break. You've earned it.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, isn't the cannon about to go off? I was watching it the whole way back, praying it wouldn't fire. Not until I got back, you know? Again, lucky me.
Huh. So you're interested in that big gun?
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even tens of thousands of parts, fused in such a way that it can operate smoothly and fire off a super giant, super strong beam.
I like her. She's cute. Also, I get a lot of pirate vibes from some of this music too.
Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous. Like a miracle created through countless careful calculations.
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go watch. Work can wait for a while.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll be worth the while and worth your wait. I swear.
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go watch. Work can wait for a while.
Might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything, you know?
Let's go. We're pretty much going that way
Woohoo!
anyway.
Let's go! Kaboom!
We get pretty good stuff.
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited, too. Just goes to show how big a deal this cannon is, huh?
Oh, for sure. One shot, one kill, problem solved. Simple and practical. Just the way we like it.
That Heinzo's mother in the background. Hold on, I'll be right back. cord over wireless, but sometimes cords can be sweaty.
And even if that wasn't how it worked, just listen to how it roars. If that isn't power, I don't know what is. If only I had that kind of strength.
Hey, don't think like that. Your skills and smarts have been a big help to us, too.
Really? They think that? Oh, I'll do my best the next time we work together. For sure.
Aww. How cute.
Hey, look! It's starting!
The head animation was kind of weird there.
Nice one!
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing to fear now.
Awesome! Felt that one in my bones.
Whew! That sure was powerful. And pretty dazzling, too. Guess that's why everyone's been counting on this thing. Surely the Wild Hunt doesn't stand a chance.
Perhaps if she isn't more often.
I feel so alive right now. Overtime. Ha! It's gonna be a piece of cake.
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, why don't you go work for Aino?
That's what we call drawing a line between your work and your hobbies. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do it but me. Not even Aino or her silly robots. Anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's head over to Hisi Island. Let's not keep Lama waiting.
The dark side of memory, huh? And yeah, there's always a dark side to everything, isn't there? Finnish people that the name is I hope I said that right. There used to be a big rock right here. Like the quest that back up to the tower.
A reward on the road.
Sure, that's okay. Nod-Krai compasses get the upgrade that the Nod-Krai one has, please. There's a lot of stuff in Inazuma that I have yet to do. I want 100% for that reason. Very sure. But alas. Alas. I try to use a treasure compass here and it doesn't point me towards anything. This might just be because of the quests that take place on these islands. I swear I've explored every bit of Naruto and I still have 100% of it.
Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone?
Not as much as I imagined.
If anything, looks like things are settling down. That's Llama for you. Hey there, Llama! We're back!
Oops.
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order, to say the least.
Yeah. How have things been going these past few days? I didn't even see that I had the option there.
I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion and are becoming more proactive by the day. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with what their faith actually is.
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I should have done this a lot sooner. I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the Moon Marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the truth of the past.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
Oh, we haven't made much progress either. But here's what we've got.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. Don't forget to take good care of yourselves. In any case, please, come this way.
Got more. Frost Moon.
What do you see?
Well, us coming in. This is Nod-Krai. This all looks familiar. Is that a shooting star in the sky? Well, that's probably the spaceship, if I'm being honest. No, wait, that's a spaceship.
Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent and disordered. So that is all my power allows me to discern.
At least we now know where our spaceship landed in Nod-Krai, near the Star Sand Shoal, or so it seems. That matches with what Lumine told me, but I want to know more. The Luminar.
What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Flowers are a reflection of the damsel's power. Does that mean she's... I remember her mentioning that she wanted to use the bone marrow to restore some of her power.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to help prepare earlier.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been a huge help. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutar after all. But we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
But we're gonna have bits and bobs. I mean, yeah, I didn't really expect to be barking at the start, and I am disappointed that we didn't get to the same time. So guys, this part of Silver. Don't worry, it'll reflect soon. Lady call back. Teleport down there, but I want to see if the door opens up again. Also, while I'm here, grab fascinating how all of this area is based off of the lore here. I guess that would make sense for this way. Like this is just open now. Glider again. There she is. to that.
Oh, she doesn't look so good.
Yeah.
Sorry for disturbing you, but are you okay?
Has your condition worsened?
Dizzy.
Oh. Moon Maiden.
It's like I'm returning to the moon. Wait, it's not that bad, is it? I sense the moon's power within you.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time? Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
Has this just become some habitual for her after living in relationships of mutual benefit for so long?
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh. Very well. Give me your hand. Back to Earth. My thanks. Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better?
Oh, she can hover now. Oh, those can't be comfortable.
Significantly.
Or maybe, what did you do? Or maybe...
The moon within your body. It is as silent as a reflection in the water. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sense some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time. Speaking of which, do you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian, now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right? It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon.
Whoa. The eternal moon, not the frost moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what? Did you not know this already? Llama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it. And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon. But Llama also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't she see that?
Lala mentioned that she can only catch brief, blurry snippets. Perhaps this is something that only a moon goddess can sense. Perhaps. Ow. I just scratched myself. What the heck? Hopefully that doesn't bleed.
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow.
I will be right back. Hold on. comment.
The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the frost moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken.
The iridescent moon's remains must be somewhere.
As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the frost moon scions call the Kuchar.
Browser ran into an error while decoding live stream.
I can sense that my power belongs to the frost moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's Marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's Marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess?
I doubt that's the same thing. I'm also...
You do not wish to become one?
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of rejection. I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. Two moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now, then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Glauma did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. If it detects the marrow...
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui.
He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm, and he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match. What was his name?
I only know what others called him. The Rehir of Solnari.
Rehir of Sonari? One of the 5 sinners?
Huh. There was that title too. Yes.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rehir, one of the 5?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the Cataclysm. But when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the Wild Hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality.
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners. That's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving it his all. And even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Oh? What did you just say? Would you mind repeating that?
That's your ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt too. Did you just laugh?
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it interesting.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around with you, Traveler?
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rehir would prevail even if all of Nod-Krai were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you, Columbina.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nod-Krai? I mean, when our spaceship first landed.
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Nothing to it. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
This is what we saw before, only clearer. Shoal. It's gonna stop in the middle as well. It seems we landed safely at least. Wait, that's what our spaceship looked like? That's an interesting spaceship. A lot of time appears to have passed. Oh, it's grown mossy? We're still inside the spaceship. To think we were in there for so long. When did Lumine get out, I wonder? Wait, is that Lumine? But how can it be? No one left this ship from the moment we landed. The door hasn't even been opened yet.
Where is this?
Ether, come on, we have to leave this place.
What?
Hey, are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time, but Lumine found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
There's something seriously strange going on here. I have to get to the bottom of this. As Nefer said, there'll be nothing to investigate if Nod-Krai is destroyed first.
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so. Paimon can't stop you, but still.
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh, that'd be great.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki. Like this.
Very nice of her.
Ooh, looks like a shield.
This feels so soft and gentle, just like the moonlight.
Can you sense it? Now, try to maintain it. You learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh?
Thanks for teaching me that.
Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
I dislike strangers.
And where do we rate on
Slightly
that scale?
better.
Once this whole business with the wild hunt is over, let's go out for a walk.
Yeah! The Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
It's okay. That's fine, Columbina.
She seems kind of tired.
Probably hasn't spoken this much.
Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
And she's
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
That's kind of sweet. Silverhoff Selenic Chronicles. You can visit Silver Moon Hall from time to time to meet the damselette. A certain time after completing the quest, your party will gain the new moon's embrace effect. When in Nod-Krai, your party's moon sign level will always be Ascendant Gleam. Additionally, after completing a certain number of quests, you can claim a variety of other ones. The moon's embrace obtained. Our little friend now. Record keeping Kuhenki. Wasn't this pretty? Gained from completing the Selenic Chronicle quest chains. She took a beam of moonlight and in return that faded away. Too quick. In return, bestowed you with the moon goddess's favor. Not yet unlocked. Ooh. That'll be pretty. Cloud-wrapped moon. Outdoor furnishing site. Landscape lighting. Ooh. Blanket of stars. Outdoor furnishing blueprint. Okay, it's a paving. Oh, that's so cool. I like those a lot. I better start doing these quests. I will probably stream the little like encounter quest mechanic things. Just like I did with the Tribal Chronicles, which, my god, that doesn't feel like it's been a year since the first ones came out with Nod-Krai, but it has been. That's crazy. Or, sorry, not Nod-Krai, now. It just doesn't feel like it's been a whole year. Iridescent moon Aria favor me, honestly, like that was stated in the journey.
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would only cause even more panic amongst the people of Nod-Krai. But if this Rarir is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now...
Don't stay together, we'll be picked off.
Exactly! Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Nod-Krai. But even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch. That ain't our style.
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can.
Almost feels like this was something that should have happened in Natlan. Granted, I like how Natlan ended up being, and we still had a very serious emotional times, like during the second Archon quest.
In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are not cast in stone. The winds of change are blowing, and we Scions have nowhere to run. Our faith, our sect, all of it is here. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our ground and remain true to ourselves, even to the last.
Thank you.
Let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is the closest by, right? And F is sure to help us.
Come, children. It's time to the moon goddess.
The wind blows stronger. May your path ahead be smooth.
Well, thank you. for the time being. Let's not ever fine. Let's concrete it. Shore of the southwest. Where eats lucky wheat. Guess it'd be somewhere around here, maybe. Let's refer to this island all the way over here. That's not the main quest. Oh, and Nefa's here to talk to. Well.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Friendly approach detected.
Listen! We've got updates on the wild hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens! You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is!
True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Riri's super fast?
Well, we'll just get a Nefa to go grab him and tie him down.
You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kuvaki, which we'll be shipping to Nashi Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot.
You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh?
Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nod-Krai, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through.
Okay, so our firepower needs are in your hands, and we'll continue.
Sure. Travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the wild hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nashi Town. Should probably watch out for that once you're back. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices.
Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago?
Yeah, it's still new news, so not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely, and even then, only just now. I'll send Anefa over to Nashi Town with some flowers later.
He seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer either.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's sergeant majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Dib in the wild hunt. Renair. Actually afraid of this.
Hey! What do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out for yourselves.
Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Anefa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
All right. We'll see you later.
Batch inspection complete. Approved. Next up.
Hang on. Weren't you supposed to bring me some candy? You said you would.
Sorry, but things happened kind of suddenly, so...
Actually in here. It'd be funny.
Almost there. That should do it. Once Anefa wakes up, I'm treating myself to 3 whole slices of cake. Oh, hey! Are you here to play? Sorry, but I'm busy right now. Just give me a bit. I'll be done soon. Anefa's fine, by the way. Just undergoing some routine maintenance. But a few days ago, Yehoda called her an unfunny, dum-dum, metal-faced lunkhead. Right before starting her maintenance, she asked me if I could upgrade her sense of humor.
Nefa's fine as she is.
Yeah, glad we're on the same page. And Nefa's the best. Okay, I'm going to activate her. Anefa, wake up. Time to get out of bed.
Good morning, Aino. Good morning, Traveler. Aino, have you managed to upgrade my sense of humor?
Duh. Such a trivial task is nothing to a genius like me. Now, time to do some testing to see if the upgrades resulted in any hiccups. Anefa, can you add more sugar to my crumb cakes? Please respond to me in a way that is humorous.
I cannot. The more sugar I put into a crumb cake, the less sugar the crumb cake will have.
What?
The more sugar I put into a crumb cake, the more prone Aino will be to toothaches. the more toothaches she has, the less sugar she can consume. The less sugar she can consume, the less sugar I can add to the crumb kakes.
Poor girl.
Therefore, the more sugar I put into a crumb kake, the less sugar the crumb kake will have.
I don't think that's how that works. How it works. That doesn't seem right.
Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Help me with another test, will ya?
If you add a lot of sugar into the pancakes and make Aino eat sweet things, what'll happen if the situation
If it stays bad for a while, the traveler will crack a smile.
Oh, what now? I don't think that's how that works.
What?
If this sense of humor is your speed, I guess you can say she now has one.
You are not laughing, so I suspect I was not understood. Actually, the first joke I told used a deliberately flawed chain of logic. After confusing the relative relationships between crumb kakes, sugar, Aino, and Aino's dental health, I drew a ridiculous conclusion. That the more sugar I put into a crumb kake, the less sugar the crumb kake will have. For the second joke, I used a rhyme scheme between the similar sounding phrases, bad for a while and crack a smile, to express humor.
Okay, well, the jokes are funny, but the punchlines don't work if they aren't explained.
Yes. However, according to my database queries, such statements are considered humorous due to their chaotic structure and lack of direct causal relationships.
I think you need a little more work there. Gotta get some better punchlines.
Such chaotic sentences serve as a form of guidepost, while the humor lies in the explanation that follows.
I don't know about that one, Inefa.
Oh! Huh. Interesting. Inefa, write some of these chaotic jokes down. We'll get Yehoda to be our guinea pig. Traveler, why are you covering your face? You got a toothache? Have you gone on a sugar binge too?
No, I'm just tired, or no, I'm just cold.
Huh? What's wrong? Don't tell me you're getting sick or something. Inefa, go make him something warm.
Understood. Maybe he ate too many hara fruit, a type of plant from Sumeru.
Huh? What do those have to do with any of this?
Please don't ask.
Because eating them can make you feel horrifyingly cold.
Oh great, she tells dad jokes now.
This must be it. Oh. Doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never! When did you...
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Upstairs to the crime scene, briefly relate the state. Yep, he's dead.
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed? So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
Could have been Revere in disguise. Like how he...
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the prime suspect right now, right?
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen.
Agreed. He's dead, alright.
So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
First time I met Flint, I didn't notice that there was something odd about his lantern, some power concealed within it. When I think about it, that power was somewhat similar to abyssal energies I've encountered before. In the worst case scenario, Flint's might be an entirely fabricated...
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah, they would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Even if it was Rerir, his motives would be just as
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk, similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flints would not appear and get in his way during this time.
Why was he able
We'd have to ask Flints ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself. Not yet, at least. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flints long ago, and been living as him for some time now.
I don't think that's true, though, because he's a playable character. Unless it's for another playable Abyss character. Regardless.
Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh, right. Before we go, should we reveal Rarir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people. Hey, why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rerir more opportunities to capitalize on. And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it, then. We've just gotta find Flint's.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir, nor trust in Flint's too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog within.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
Yeah. I don't like this chick. She's too suspicious. But I don't know. What the hell? Calm down. Is she trying to attack me? Come here. Thanks for trying to attack me.
Whoa! Fox! Really rolling in. Quick! Grab the light source! Is that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go see!
Poor last one. With one heart, we pray.
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside it. Some small device. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? Oh, we better take it with us. A fight took place here. Did Flint leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him?
I don't know. I don't trust it. But I'm guessing the mission's gonna make me.
How shall the Savior save himself?
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Halt the area while if you come in contact with the main you will be lost or blocked next to it. Be careful. Continuously shine the light from Nefer's lamp on the ghostly shadows to dispel them before they get too close. not fair.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What is rare? Oh, wait,
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now! It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
This is pretty cool.
So, you were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities.
I don't understand it either. It's just my constitution, I think.
And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, His strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him.
This object is contaminated by the abyss.
And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away? Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp?
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well, no, but...
Ah. I see.
You need to think of a reason why Rerir would
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rerir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, "Wait a little longer. Wait a little longer." He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerir's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rerir be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime?
Probably, but you are
We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way.
Achievement name. It's a very good achievement name. I don't know, I like Flynn's. I think he's kind of cool. But I don't know if I'd pull for him. I mean, besides the fact that I just don't have infinite amount of funds that I could use like I used to. We're never infinite, but where I had more spare funds.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've got to trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep, that's us.
Sorry, I know it's a bit late. There's a couple of things we'd like
Well,
to
you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
Expert use of delaying tactics on that.
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. See you later. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly?
No, we're using our animal power suddenly.
Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
That's what
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
What you just did, surely that can't be accomplished with power alone.
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all. Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
It's very faint, but there's some residential power near the wound that feels identical to the abyssal energy that surged from...
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned.
They said the crime scene investigation is already complete. There should be no need to keep
Well,
the place exactly as is.
that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace.
However, despite a very thorough search, few new clues emerged.
When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Ugh, this is so frustrating!
At all, have we really tried every angle, found every clue? Paimon, look at the flashing light on his arm.
You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that...
When we were fixing the cannon, his arm was working just
Yeah,
fine.
he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
If something needed maintenance, you go register it with
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late. Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
That's so cool. Like, genuinely, that's kind of cool. Here. I'm gonna get this jacket. Sorry, guys. This treasure. I've already done.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment.
Thank you for your understanding.
You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records. Got it.
More than a moment.
8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward, and I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone, but even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job, and eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act, but at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm was actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right?
Sounds about right.
Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
That means the only thing he did is still
This
fire the cannon.
also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy, too.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
To rest in a day. Well, he's a suspect, but...
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Okay.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
gonna be right back. Alright, I'm back.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Ah, the nostalgia. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time?
Yes, which is why I asked you to give it to
I
me.
see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
Bear seems fixated on you, and
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Come on, don't play games with me.
You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty. Whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust, your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
Quite normal in the eyes of non-humans. Huh, interesting.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae?
So he's a Fae.
This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist, as evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery.
And that's why you chose to become a...
Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done, nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them.
Crazy that he's a Fae, though.
Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Canon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier now that we know you better.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a Fae.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
It's getting late. The situation is urgent, but rest is vital. Good night, both of you.
Bread. So much bread. This rest until the following day should have always been a thing. Instead of just using the clock.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest?
Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the Wild Hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us?
I doubt it's because of anything we did.
What do you mean?
They clearly know something. Why else would they talk about a wild hunt shapeshifter?
This is so confusing! What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now. It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either. Okay!
Let's go buy some.
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face.
Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh?
The area.
So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, gotten my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, Boss. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we've got lots of new intel to share.
All right then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Can't live life without a little spice.
I thought Flynns would have left this place.
Exotic butters.
Daily Lightkeeper, the helpless old lady. The agents are going to let her go. That was Vegeta, the Black Barrel Hag. More poor souls have suffered under her cruel hand than the number of wild hunt monsters you've seen in your life. If I had told you your wages now, you would have ended up with a human shield, and I would have been left trying to think of a way to get you back on the Fatui. Same thing last time. You saw a little girl shedding some crocodile tears. You almost got away, give away an entire week's worth of supply. I don't understand. Is everyone in the city constantly plotting some scream? Forget about it. Look, when we get there, we just listen and learn, okay? Watch how I deal with these folks.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Yes.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
I'm sure he'll be fine, Jehoda. Also, I really like the music that plays in here. Yes, I know, it's very similar to music in Sumeru. That's where the inspiration comes from. Plus, the lady is technically from Sumeru.
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rare shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So, was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite? Or what?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rare's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself.
Flynn's mentioned that if the cannon were fired at the Wild Hunt, the fragments would be blasted into oblivion too.
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we've got to destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the Wild Hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
Fragments, the cannon, Kuvaki, Rare, and the Abyss. There must be some thread linking all of these factors together. Besides, it's getting revenge on Flynn's truly Rare's sole aim. We're missing some decisive connection here.
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Since that's the case, I'd like to investigate something on Lightkeeper's end.
Works for me! Inefa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
If you run into Riviere, do not engage him. He's grown much stronger.
Understood.
since our last encounter.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in contact with one another.
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Huh.
This reminds me so much of Sumeru.
Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
No, totally not. I don't know where we're going. What's Paimon talking about? I gotta make sure I don't activate that somehow. I have to interact with to start the quest. Where do I see all these fairies?
Oh, no one's guarding this place just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Yeah,
Difficult, yes, but it is also our most efficient option. To expose the true intentions of this Rereer, we need to dive into Nod-Krai's history.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost!
What's
That file suddenly moved by itself! This is a graveyard, right, Flint's? Do these things just kind of happen?
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did move by itself! Hey, come out! Don't scare Paimon like that!
I don't sense anything.
Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility. On the contrary, it seems we're being aided somehow.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one.
That's interesting. Who would be aiding?
Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
Pretty much the
Paimon as
same
well.
here.
Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
Alright. Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. Huh? But why?
Was Rear actively cleaning these sites?
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby soil completely drained. Could this be important somehow?
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain.
If the Wild Hunt's power had already been neutralized, why would another large-scale Wild Hunt occur soon after?
Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a Tide Seal Stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Suppressed by Kuvaki. Instead, it became stronger. And Rainier wants to use Aino's cannon, the ammo of which is also made of Kuvaki. Could it be he can use Kuvaki?
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
The Abyss always seems to corrupt. This is just like the Abyssal threat that the ancient dragon...
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
So Renrir also grew stronger on account of the cannon being fired.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so special that he needs it so badly?
That's still a mystery.
That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rerear's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no...
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerear, and that's where we'll stop him.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
Dark Shadow. Shadow Link.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think not. When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them.
So that's why you were riled them all up. You were making them
They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may. See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you. What is it exactly?
That is my corpse.
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the Wild Hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within Wild Hunt sites across the land. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning, while that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more, but that is of no consequence to me. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured, and all for nothing.
You want to go for another round then? It's going to turn out the same, you know.
I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going on?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them. Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis, so they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury much wrongdoing. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be stopped in a timely manner.
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in.
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Let me over there! What are they gonna do, stop me?
They might, if Rarir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shoal instead.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would he go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Oh shit, it's actually making me play. I wasn't expecting that. They're burning stuff. That town really is in a state of chaos.
This place is burning too!
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Lama? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their lives free from this chaos. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you. Please help us.
Then come. I need you to step forward alongside me, and to do your part too.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone. Let us meet again later.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... let's call them friends in high places, shall we? Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone! That is, if we can.
I understand.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves.
Leave this to us, Lady Moonchanter. Go.
Why is that like in my ear?
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
Oh, she's so sweet.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa, give her a crown kake.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure takes priority.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs. But in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve, then, to defend ourselves, and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
Beguile? Never heard that word before. Oh, that was beautiful.
Let's go, Inefa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Crazy that we're just riding along the main road with Inefa. This is what Nod-Krai does.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle, what are you doing here? Lash attack!
Ultimatum protocol.
Ding dong, color bomb!
Defensive mode engaged.
This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Aw, alright, let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted skyward.
No, I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passas sax, intimi potuvitos. In necritus necrus baptusi, cenis omnes tu zonos pentusi. Os esticos palatin pirantur resurrecum, topia tua ition veratum.
I wish I had a screenshot of that.
Well, that's not good.
He's just like, well, that's not good. Sorry guys, I'm clipping this real quick so I can upload it to YouTube as its own little clip video. Oh man, I got a drink. One of the 5 sinners. That's been brought back.
Sluggish. Torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything again.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
What's with him?
This is bad. His presence feels completely different now. He's even stronger than before.
Certainly. Granddaughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
There's not having a heart, being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world. None of it matters to me! Fools. Time to die!
Boss already.
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong.
Wait, what?
The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
happened.
We're safe?
That's cool. I'm gonna have to record that somehow. But why did the marionette come along? Genuinely. Happened to the video there? Did my video really go black on you guys? I hope not.